Baby! Baby! My. Baby! See, this is why I don't eat from everybody's house. This is why I don't eat everybody potluck and stuff. People be stuffing dogs in refrigerators and no sir, Bobby Jr. No ma'am. Mm-mm. Oh my God. So y'all, I heard Stomp Down. I was eating my Subway sandwich, veggie. Uh, baby, I'm glad there was no meat in there. I'm glad because baby, I would have gotten real queasy from what I heard. So I saw Rico doing all this crying and all of this stuff. But what I did not know until I heard it on Stomp Down is they gave him a heavy duty bag to put that dog in. And if I heard correctly from Stomp Down, that Rico took that dog home and then put that dog in the freezer for real. Girl, you can't make that shit up. Now, this is what I'm hearing from Stomp Down. And Stomp Down said he was up here cussing me, Shakim, and himself out, but he was visually looking at the freezer and saying that the dog's remains was in the freezer. Baby, this is why I don't eat from everybody's table. You hear me? Baby, that's nasty. That's nasty. You would have done better digging a hole in the backyard or finding someplace where you can dig a hole and bury that dog. Not in the freezer. Girl, people ain't well. People ain't well. People ain't well. Right at that shelter. That dog should have stayed at that shelter. That dog had to suffer. And then Stump Down said that y'all, it's a lot that Stump Down said, but I'm gonna tell y'all, you can curse me, Shakim, and Stump Down out, but you need a change in your life. See, I'm not gonna kick you down and not offer you a hand. It sounds like you are very depressed, Rico. You're depressed because you don't have no money. You're depressed because of your living situations. You still grieving people. Now you grieving a dog. And I think that it is really messing up your mental. And then you on these YouTube streets and you being mad at me, Stump Down, and Shakim is not going to bring that dog back. Rico, these were your actions. I don't feed your dog. I don't groom your dog. That's you. None of those people that you have mentioned have done anything to that dog. Those are your priorities. And while you're up here screaming and cussing people out, you should have been cleaning your house, making sure that there's nothing that would be toxic to your dog. And then you spoke on my dog. You spoke on my dog. And I'm like, baby, my dog goes to the vet. My dog has insurance. But y'all, let me tell you something. If Lyric were to die tomorrow, we could cremate Lyric and scatter her little ashes all over the backyard or somewhere because we have options. And you screaming at me is not giving you options. And my heart goes out to the dog because the dog didn't deserve it. The dog didn't deserve all of this. Blessed insurance. Okay? And I'm gonna tell you what is really sad. It's sad because you can't take care of yourself. You can't take care of a dog. You up here fighting with people who really don't mean nothing. But I'm gonna tell you, Rico, as long as I've known you, I have told you, Rico, get yourself together. You don't have any debt from those schools because they wiped out your debt because ITT rather, was found to be a fraudulent school and they wiped out your debt. So you don't have no debt, but you ain't trying to do nothing. You fussing at the people, you fighting with the vet and the vet tech and the people on the bus. And those people didn't have nothing to do with your situation. And I'm going to ask you the question again, Rico. What is it going to gain you fighting with Stump Down, me, and Shaquille? How it's not going to bring your dog back. It's not going to get the dog cremated. Now, somebody might feel some sympathy and empathy and bless you with some money, at least for the cremation. But it's a tragedy. And again, Rico, arguing with me is not going to do anything. My dog has insurance. And who you're really mad with is yourself. Because once again, Stump Down didn't tell you to record this situation. You did that. And maybe you were expecting people to be really empathetic and sympathetic and start sending money. I don't know why your reason is, but I think it was a very bad move. And then for you to say you were going to put that dog in the freezer, and then you're fighting and fussing with people because they were like, no, Rico, see if there's any services. Do you know that is going to be gases in that dog? The dog going to be frozen solid. I just can't. It's wrong on so many levels, and it's lunacy, pure lunacy. You worried about a ring, but you can't even pay for a $496 cremation. You worried about this ring, which is none of your financial obligation, but you can't pay $1,400 for an autopsy. Come on, man. But you could cremate them. And I'm sorry to hear that your dog died. 15 years is a long time for a dog. And my heart goes out to you. But now people going to say, well, maybe King Roman was justified. Maybe King Roman did do the right thing by calling, because maybe King Roman knew something that we didn't know. Everything is a handout for you. Everything is a charity with you. If it's not King Roman putting you, I paid him back, but you didn't have it then. You didn't have those options then. So my heart goes out to Rico Jr. because I believe that dog suffered. As soon as you seen blood in that dog's stool, you should have taken that dog somewhere to get help. And one thing that was right, that Stump Down did say, was that those people did you a solid by even looking at your dog. Because even if they kept the dog alive, you couldn't pay them right then and there. You couldn't pay them right then and there. And I'm not blaming the dog. The dog is the innocent victim. And the dog is a victim. And I'm going to tell you, the police took that dog away for a reason. because they saw the living conditions and mental uh, your mental capacity. And the only reason you didn't get that dog back is that police officer didn't show. But I'm telling you, I am 98% sure. There's some reason and some doubt, but I am 98% sure if that dog would have stayed in that shelter, that dog would have been alive. And you brag, oh, I got my dog back. I got my dog back. All for you to lose it. And I'm going to tell you this, Rico. Stop putting your mouth on people and being nasty. I truly believe that God gives us second chances, but then we get beside ourselves, we start threatening people, acting ugly, and then guess what? That thing that you used as leverage, you can't say you got your dog no more. And it's unfortunate because really all you did was use that dog for leverage. I believe the dog was your support animal because I believe that you really needed that dog. It sounds like you don't have no friends. It sounds like you have clients. It sounds like you have associates, but you don't have no friends. And that dog was your friend. And that dog was faithful. But I don't know if you were faithful to that dog, like that dog was faithful to you. And it's sad. You sat up there and fought with me on Lady Nika's channel because somebody mentioned a storage unit. And then said something about my dog, only for your dog to be gone. God rest that dog's soul. Stop putting your mouth on folk. I don't talk about people's salvation. I don't put curses on people. I don't do that foolishness. Because that's an easy way for stuff to jump right back on you and slap you in the face. Now, I didn't know you took the dog home. I didn't know. I thought people had talked some sense into you about putting that dog in the freezer. I can see if you had a freezer in the back, it's a Debo freeze. I don't even see that, to be honest. But you got a refrigerator freezer with your food in it and put that dog. Don't make no sense. Don't make no sense. Rico, don't be yelling at nobody. Don't be screaming at nobody. Until you go see a counselor, until you go see a psychologist, a psychiatrist. Don't come for me. Don't come for Stomp Down, and don't come for nobody. Go for help. Because you putting the dog in the refrigerator. Baby, that ain't well. That baby, something ain't right. Something ain't right. Go touch some grass. You always telling somebody go touch some grass. You go touch some grass. Because something ain't right with you. Now, y'all, in the meantime, Shakim, not Shakim, but Bob Nerdy said that it done struck his channel. Jesus. This is why you can't be playing people's content. Bob Nerdy channel done got struck. They say he got into the 13th and they gonna take it. Jesus. Baby, the devil is busy. All right, if it ain't Rico and this dog, is YouTube cameras and being curious about somebody paying bills, Donna Goins paying bills, and now we got Binary channel done got struck. Girl, somebody said I look like a bee. Then somebody said I look like an old nasty piece of banana. Okay, I ain't mad at it. I knew, but can I say this? I knew people was gonna talk about the shirt. That's why I wore it. That's why I wore it. But see, Rico, you don't put stuff up that you don't want people to talk about. And everybody is not going to be positive about your situation. I ain't being negative. I'm just being real. I'm just being real. And my heart goes out to that dog. My heart goes out to you because you are losing it. You are mentally at a cross point right now. You are literally at a cross point right now. And you ain't there. Hold on for a minute, y'all. All right, y'all. I'm back. I had to oh Lord, I gotta put my garage door down. I don't have my garage door opener because it's actually in the other car, but I can do it by my phone. Y'all, I'm really at everybody. And you acting like everybody that did something wrong to you, and it was you, Rico. And I mean, you made the decision to get that dog, and then you got two dogs, and then you realize you couldn't take but one. No, it's sad. 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 Now I didn't know all of this other stuff until Stump Down Man. So I did not know that Rico actually put the dog in a garbage bag. I didn't know that. I did not know he took that dog home with him. I did not know that. I really didn't know that. I didn't know that Rico stuffed that dog in that refrigerator. I didn't know that. I know now, but I didn't know it. Because again, I thought that he was going to think things over, and but I didn't know he was doing all of that. And for the mere fact that Rico thought it was okay to put that dog in the refrigerator, it's bigger issues going on. It's bigger issues, much bigger issues. And y'all forgive me, I'm transferring some stuff from my car. Oh Lord. Y'all, it's Saturday. And it's sad, y'all. It's sad. Rico does need an evaluation. You know, he has an anger issue. He doesn't know how to talk to people. He has a sense of entitlement. You know, he was talking to them people like he was the Vanderbilt baby. I thought, is this a Vanderbilt? How he was talking to them doctors, and then then they broke down their money. And I'm surprised they didn't give him a bill leaving. To be honest, y'all, they could have gave him a bill because they did a whole lot of services for him. They could have given Rico a bill right there. He didn't even pay for those services. Y'all know them people don't do stuff for free. They gave him a bill. They gave him a bill. Oh, no. Did they give him a bill when he left? Because I didn't hear anything. They just said they couldn't take care of the dog. And then they started giving him prices about cremation and the autopsy, because he wanted the autopsy. I want to know how the dog died. Well, you got $1,400. Now, had you had some insurance, you may have found that out. And I'm not being mean, y'all. I'm not being mean. But what I do want y'all to know is that if you get a pet, you know, it used to be a time when black people, just dogs was dispensable. You know what I'm saying? You get a dog child, the dog be outside, because dogs didn't live inside the house. And the dog be all outside, and the mosquitoes, and girl, they be tying the dogs up on a chain, and you know what I'm saying? But baby, we live in a new day now. We live in a day where you better have some dog insurance if you gonna treat your dog like your baby. Then you need to have insurance like the dog is your baby. And then you got that number. And I'm gonna say this too, Rico. This is why I'm not involved in people's finances. This is why I don't talk about people's finances. Now I might joke you, I might laugh at some things. You know, I might ask a few questions, but baby, use all of my finances and talking about this, and the third, and all of this, and you can't do this, and come to find out that you don't have $400 cash on hand, you don't have access to $1,000, but yet you all in Jay Wilson's business. And see, that stuff will be exposed. And I'm not laughing. I think it's sad. And I'm gonna tell you why I think it's sad. Because you don't invest in yourself. And when you don't invest in yourself, this kind of junk happens. Go potty. Come on. Come on, let's go potty. Come on. Come on, good girl. Go potty. Go potty. Go out there and potty. Come on, go potty. Let me see you go potty. See, one thing is my dog got a yard to run in. She's running. You hear her now running. And I'm sad that your dog don't have that. I'm sorry that you did the best you could. And I really do think Rico did the best he could. But it wasn't enough. And again, you speaking on everybody else. Y'all, it's so much going on. I mean, even with Binary Channel being struck, and I'm sad because of that, because again, y'all, striking people's channels is not helping the sector. It ain't helping the sector at all. Mm. You finished? Good girl, come here. Come here. She went to potty. She went to potty. Sit. Good girl. She potty. Yes. My baby potty. Yeah, she's a big girl. She's a big girl. You better eat your food. Come on, eat your food. Go eat your food. Go eat your food. Finish that food up. Okay, y'all. Finish your food up. Anyway, you all. No, I didn't go on mute, baby. I have the dog. Divine Starlight Stop. You know, it's really not funny when you think about it. It's really sad. Lyric is a breed. She has a mix of greyhound. She has a really slim body, and she's a fast dog. So she's a dog for speed. And then she has a little hound and a little shepherd in her. That's where her brindle color comes in. A Tylenol and a Benadryl. You're giving dogs. I mean, again, you got to be careful what you're giving these dogs. You got to be so careful. Yeah, I mean, it's really a sad scenario, and I know a lot of people pissed off at Stump Down. You know, why Stump Down coming for Rico and everything. But Rico comes for people, and then when Rico get trapped in his stuff, then it's y'all coming after me. But you know, Rico don't care about nobody, and I feel bad for Rico because I think Rico has some mental issues that he really needs to deal with. When that dog got taken away, or he said to that vet, took it. But when that dog got taken away from him, he said that he don't have nobody to talk to. That dog was his friend. I mean, he was really going deep about what that dog is to him. You know, and I'm like, oh, okay, I see what's going on. I see what's really going on. And it told me everything that I needed to know. Everything that I needed to know. So I really do feel badly for Rico. I mean, I really do. I feel badly for the dog that's no longer with us. Baby, hold your dogs tight. Make sure your dog got insurance. And I ain't trying to be funny. That's real. You know, y'all get these animals, but these animals, you know, are serious. I can't go out and do things because, again, I got to make sure my dog is okay. And I'm not coming for him. Let me tell you something. I'm not coming for Rico. I feel sorry for Rico because Rico has mental issues and Rico needs to get evaluated. I think it was more than alcoholism going on. I think it was more than alcoholism. I think it's mental illness. This is why I don't even fuss with Rico anymore. Because I do think that he is mentally not there. You got lemonade, you got pumpkin, you know, everybody has you can get insurance, you know, or something. But let me tell y'all with the insurance, you get reimbursed. So unless you got company, and my dog's insurance is company dog insurance, so that's not an issue with me. But unless you have insurance, you know, I mean, if you can't pay the upfront, because you get reimbursed for a lot of these pet insurances, you know. That's the problem. See, and again, this is why people don't have empathy or sympathy with people, because people done talked about people's kids, people done talked about other folk dogs. Oh my God, he went in on Lyric. I'm like, baby, Lyric ain't do nothing to you. And Lyric is happy. Well, her tail wagging. She up here in the house walking. I don't worry about Lyric getting something that could poison her. You know, I don't worry about that because I keep my house clean. Can it be disheveled at sometimes? Yes, but for the most part, clean. And so, you know, that ain't no big deal to me. But you know, he's always doing this stuff. You know, you worried about this ring. You worried about the ring. And my thing is, see, you worried about my ring, but you should have been worried about if my dog gets sick, what can I do? And it's sad that you can't do nothing to help your dog. You don't have no car, transportation. You let me say this, and everybody in New York doesn't have a car, right? And I get that. But you couldn't even get an Uber. You couldn't even get an Uber for your dog. So you had to take your dog on a bus. Mhm. And again, it's about choices. It truly is about choices. It is about choices. So you all, and let me say this again too. I did not tell Rico to come on TV or do his vlog. Nobody said, Rico, come on. Rico took it upon himself to chronicle this tragedy. Rico put it upon himself to do all of this. Now, he's going to be upset with people, but at the end of the day, we don't take care of your dog. You do. You know, we didn't, yeah. We seen the drama with you and King Roman. We saw that foolery. We saw that. Hold on, y'all. I'm looking at my ties. I got to get a tie together. What am I going to wear tomorrow? Oh, my God. Am I going to wear that? Mm. And y'all, really, Rico was really feeling pain. And see, I'm not laughing at that brother's pain. I want to be very clear. I am not laughing at his pain. I'm not laughing at his pain. No, not laughing at his pain because that's some real serious stuff. I'm not laughing at all, but I'm not going to lie either. I'm not going to sit here and lie because we saw what happened with the King Roman situation. And yeah, y'all, I'm going through my time stuff here. So pardon me if y'all hear all of this back and forth. My. My. Well, yeah, I'm just in amazement. I'm in amazement. I'm at a loss for words, to be honest. Um, yeah, yeah. And again, you all, I'm not trying to be funny, but he just was talking about Lyric, and she looked malnourished, and all of this, and I'm not upset with that. It's just a point of reference. And you up there talking about other folk animals, and here you are, you and your. It's just irony. It's irony. And I'm gonna keep on telling y'all, stop putting y'all mouth on people. I don't care if it's their animals. I don't care if it's the people. Y'all stop putting your mouth on folk. Baby, let fate have fate's way. You know? And I just try not to put my mouth on people. My. Um, and I'm gonna say this again, and I'm gonna keep on saying it. It's not important to you until it happens to you. And you know, you talked about my finances. I'm broke. But then you can't even pay for your dog's cremation.
but yet you worried about a ring. And I'm sitting there like, dude, if something happens to my dog, she's taken care of. And at least I have a partner to assist. Because Lyric is not my dog alone. Lyric is our dog. Period. Our dog. I had Lyric on insurance, and the other half, like, I have dog insurance that's cheap and it's more effective. So we wound up using his workplace dog insurance because his workplace has dog insurance where there is no copay or not copay, but there is no they reimburse you. I mean the insurance pays for it, which is a blessing. And this is where I go back to again. How was the dog living already? How was the dog living already? And I asked that question. How was that dog living? Oh Lord. Y'all, I'm getting ready because we're going to see Dreamgirls tonight, and I got to get my stuff packed. The situation is very unfortunate. It is very, very unfortunate. It is very sad. Sad ain't the word for it. It's tragic. It is tragic. Extremely tragic. And I don't wish this on nobody, but it is extremely tragic. He's going off on us because he's angry. He's angry at himself. And the bottom line is, as Stump Down said, and I'm nice. I'm nice. I mean, Stump Down, and I'm not saying Stump Down, but Stump Down is just a little bit more direct than I am. But he's upset. And again, like Stump Down said, we don't take care of your dog. That dog is your responsibility. We don't take care of your dog. We don't do things with that dog. We don't walk that dog. That dog is your responsibility. And my thing is, again, Rico, I hope that this is a turning point. And I'm going to say this again, too. Turn your pressure into power. Stop being the victim and be the victor for once. And hopefully, this will be a turning point to say, I want to invest in myself. So if my dog gets sick or anything happens, then I can take care of my animal. I mean, because mine is sitting right here. You know, and again, you talk about my dog, but she eats. She gets her medication. She gets her shots. She is loved. She ain't getting abused. Now she may abuse. She may hit. Okay, my dog may hit, but you even can I say that even in the midst of playing with my dog, and my dog hit me, did you see me slap my dog back? Now we tussle and play like that, but my dog did that because we were playing. I mean, you hit that cat. Now I saw that with my own eyes. You hit that cat, and baby, that cat said, "I got something for you, boo." He gave his dog Tylenol 3. Wow, you can't get it. You can't give dogs human medicine. Oh Lord, it's yeah. I'm listening to you all. I'm listening to you all. And again, y'all, it's sad. And that's all I can say. It is sad. It is tragic. It is unfortunate. It is extremely unfortunate. Dogs shouldn't have to live like that. It's very unfortunate. And what gets me is people will sit, they will sit and encourage Rico. And instead of saying, hey, Rico, get your shit together. Rico. No, we encourage Rico to do that. We already have an expectation that he gonna do crazy shit. So we encourage him. Instead of saying, hey man, you better than this or invest in yourself. Because the thing where y'all keep on saying you think you better than that man, that's play. That's play. I don't think I'm better than nobody. But baby, you gotta make better decisions. You gotta make better choices. Y'all, I'm sorry, I'm packing my stuff together. I'm getting stuff together here. Oh, it's been a day today. And y'all know Binary Page getting struck. Tylenol 3. I heard that's that real potent, strong Tylenol. Am I right? Ain't that strong Tylenol? And Tylenol will mess up your liver if you take too much of it. Let me say this, you all. What Rico is saying doesn't even faze me. Rico is dealing with grief. He's dealing with hurt. He's dealing with disappointment. He's dealing with financial challenges. He's dealing with struggles of life. Rico is going through a whole lot of mess. He's going through a whole lot of stuff. And I mean, he's angry. He's very angry. He's extremely angry. And I'm not here to deny that. But his anger is not at me. His true anger is at his situation. And again, that's why I don't get upset with Rico. Y'all notice that Rico be talking and I just let him vent and I just let him talk and I'm like, do you feel better now? Because that's what he really wants. He wants to be heard. And he wants to feel better. And he's feeling some kind of way. I mean, he's feeling some kind of way. He is feeling some kind of way. So I don't take that personally. And again, what Rico got to say ain't helping me feed my dog. What Rico got to say ain't, see what I'm saying? See, people get mad at stuff, but how you cussing me out gonna help you get your dog back or get your dog cremated? Now, somebody might be pissed off at us and help you to get the dog cremated, and that would be great too. But let me say this to you, Rico. There's going to be another situation. When are you going to start fishing for yourself? You can teach it. You can give a man a fish and he'll eat for a day. You can teach a man to fish and he'll eat for a lifetime. When you going to start eating for a lifetime? That's the real question. Okay, you can kidnap Lyric if you want to. She's chipped, baby. So she got a chip. So kidnap her. Baby, you kidnap her. But see, again, that's investing in it. I know that Lyric is precious to me. So I'm going to make sure she has a chip. So if anybody takes Lyric, she's already chipped. And all I got to do is that they'll find the baby. She's already chipped. I'm glad you brought that up. Because my dog is chipped. She's already tripped. Baby, y'all know that boy is hurt. And y'all sitting up there pushing him because he's hurt. Let me say this, y'all. But see, this is what Rico does. Rico says a lot of things. And then when it comes back to hit him, yeah. Well, if you think he can come over, tell him to come over. But I hope he have a car. What he gonna do? Take a bus over here? Y'all, let me stop because it ain't even funny. It's sad. It's sad, and that's that man's hurt talking. That's that man's hurt talking. Okay, it is what it is. But how Rico gonna come to Texas and he can't even cremate his dog? How he gonna get to Texas and he can't even pay for an autopsy? Again, y'all, I ain't trying to be funny, but this is why I just look at y'all and like, okay, whatever. You know, y'all can try to stir it up, but it don't affect me any. That man is really off right now. He's grieving. He's not thinking straight. He doesn't think coherently. For the mere fact that that man allegedly put that dog in that freezer or even put it in his mouth to say that, something ain't right. Something ain't right. Knocking on people's doors, cussing to bust people out, getting mad at the doctors and the vet tech. I'm like, them people didn't do nothing. And I'm surprised they didn't give you a bill because they could have given you a bill for their time. I didn't hear one time them people say, okay, that's going to be, are you going to pay cash? Because when you said you ain't had no money, and then you kept on telling them people when you going to get your money. Baby, them people ain't interested in that. The lady said cash on delivery. We need the cash now, baby. Not yesterday. Not then. That's what we need. So again, look, and let me say this, y'all. I'm not talking about that boy taking a bath. I ain't talking about him being a whore. I ain't saying none of that stuff. This is strictly what he put on YouTube. And that's another thing. You, Rico, put this on YouTube. Stomp Down didn't tell you to come and put this on YouTube. Jay Wilson didn't tell you to come and put this on YouTube. You put this on YouTube. You put this on YouTube. Now, it may not be on YouTube, but I saw it this morning. I saw it. You were going off at the people, and the folk was like, don't put the dog in the freezer. I would have said the same thing. And you know what, y'all? I just sat back and watched. I didn't say a word. I just sat back and watched the whole thing. Let me tell you something. This is why I was saying, Rico, get your. First of all, I wasn't even anti King Roman, pro King Roman. I was like, Rico, put them knives up. You ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna take no Chinese bus. I mean, I had to talk him down off the roof. What would your auntie say? She'll say that. Then why don't you do that, Rico? I told you to clean your house up. The police saw your house, and then you want to tell the police everything. And again, you don't have any. You share, and again, you talk too much, and that's why the police wound up taking the dog. You told the people that you gave the dog a Tylenol and a Benadryl. And then, Rico, you just got the dog back. But you were the one who were bragging, I got the dog, I got my dog. And I'm like, why you even showing the dog? Why you got to prove to people that you got the dog? If you know you got the dog, then why? But anyway, you always got to prove something to somebody. And now you don't have the dog. And at the end of the day, I believe that the dog would have been living had the dog still been in the shelter. Because at least the dog would be giving, at least the dog would have been getting help and treatment. I don't know what he gonna do with it. What he take once he take it out the freezer. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what he gonna do. That's the thing. But I just can't believe that you put the dog in the freezer in the first place. Baby, honey, Lyric would have had to been cremated. I would have cried all night, but not in the freezer, because that's even more of a disservice now. That's even more torture. First of all, that's where you put your food. See, this is why I don't do people's potlucks. I ain't trying to be funny, but this is why I don't do people potlucks. Because, girl, okay, people be doing crazy shit like this. I don't know what that man gonna say about it. I don't really care what that man got to say. And again, he's the one who kept on telling Rico to go to New York to get those benefits instead of telling the man to work. Don't get me started with that. That's a tragedy right there in itself. You know, I mean, you know, I just shake my head. Where is Stephen? Stephen, where you at? I dropped the link. Okay, so Rico got to get paid. Now, see, now, when I start getting in people's finances, folk get mad at me. But first of all, Rico got to pay something. I guess he's working, so he got discretionary income to check out $400. Child Lyric sitting right here, and that's my question. Does he have discretionary income? Now, I ain't in your business, but you sure was in my business with that ring. Again, see? Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I'm almost done. Give me a minute. And let me say this, you all. I'm not going to call Rico names. Rico is already down as it is. He's already feeling low. Again, but I do want to let people know that Stunt Down and Jay Wilson is not responsible for Rico's dog. You know, I can see if Stunt Down went and took Rico's dog, or Stunt Down did something to Rico's dog, but that's Rico, and my heart goes out to the dog, because the dog didn't deserve it. The dog didn't ask to be adopted. Yeah, and so just in case y'all are here, it's a lot of things going on today. We're actually talking about the Rico situation right now. But let's not forget that Binary cage has been struck, and so they're giving him some time to um, appeal. But if he doesn't, they're gonna pretty much terminate his channel. So he's going through that. So Bon Nerdy is not feeling really good right now about that. Um, so that's going on. But again, Bon Nerdy, people talk about you and Bree now. Well, they said, well, you done treated Bree like a dog. Child, I ain't getting into that, but that's what the girl's saying. So Bon Nerdy is going through his little thing right now. And then the people saying that YouTube cameras was curious about who Donald going. Somebody Bill's getting paid, and she was curious of who Bills was getting paid. Girl, it's just a lot going on in these YouTube streets. Girl, not with the dog in the refrigerator. Not with the dog in the refrigerator. And this is when I knew something was wrong. I'm like, boy, you talking about putting a dog? What? A dog in the refrigerator. First of all, Lyric is 30. I think Lyric is less than 40 pounds. If Rico's dog has to be bigger than, so Lyric is in the 35, 40 pound range. She's a mid-sized dog. So Rico's dog have to be at least 60 pounds or something. How you gonna put 60-pounder dog in the refrigerator? I'm looking at Lyric right now, and I'm like, And then all that dog hair, okay? The dog, can I tell y'all this? The dog still got fluid. The dog still got blood. All of them juices and baby, the dog still got fluid in it. Oh my God. I mean, a freezer. And then when you take the dog out, what the dog gonna have to do is thaw out. The dog gonna fall out. I'm just asking because you gonna have a cube of dog. Baby, the dog gonna be frozen like ice. So what we gonna have to do? Wait for the dog to thaw out? I mean, come on, y'all. Oh my God. Oh my God. It just don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. Saints of God, it don't make no sense. Is the dog gonna fall out? Baby, I ain't trying to be funny, but see, people don't be thinking long term. People don't be thinking long term. Oh, Jesus. Baby, let me tell y'all something. It ain't my responsibility. This ain't my issue. You put it on YouTube, people are definitely talking about it, but this is sad. This is a sad scenario. I can't say it. No, this is sad. This is some real bad kind of stuff. Oh, y'all give me a minute. I gotta put something in the car. Y'all gonna ride with me because I'm gonna ride to the other house, so y'all gonna ride with me, and I'm gonna come on camera. Give me a few minutes. I don't know if we owe anybody an apology because KRN said that he wasn't the one to get Rico arrested. See what I'm saying? KRN said that he didn't call the second time. So I don't think so. But again, I think that KRN might have been on to something. Hold on, y'all. I'm checking to make sure I got everything before I leave. Got my socks. Da 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 da. Oh Jesus, it's so much, y'all. It's a lot. It's a lot to this, and I think the dog would have still been living. And I said that, y'all. I said maybe it's best that the dog not be with him. You know, maybe the dog is better off. And then when we saw the two dogs in that crate, I'm like, oh shoot. I'm like, man, and then, see, that's another thing. Rico be doing too much. And then when people call, he want to cry. But Rico, you shouldn't have had that stuff out. You do too much. You say too much. Even at the doctor, you just saying too much. I'm like, ooh, be quiet. Oh, come on, man, y'all. Y'all, I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Hold on, y'all. Y'all give me a minute. I'm almost done, y'all. I'm gonna be walking out in a few. And I'm gonna be back on. I'm coming back on camera. Give me a minute. What's up, Stephen? Oh, sorry, Stephen. I ain't mean to get you like that, Stephen. What's up? Stephen? Hold on, Stephen. Maybe I gotta go out and come back in. Give me a minute.
Might be me. Oh, fuck. God damn, I did not see that car.
Yeah,
Can you hear me, Jay
now,
Wilson?
Stephen?
Jay Wilson, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hold on.
Oh Lord.
Jay Wilson, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Let me exit and come back. Hold on.
Oh Lord. Lord have mercy. Jesus, keep me near the cross. Ooh, there's so much going on in this world. Hold on, y'all. Okay, can you hear me, Stephen?
Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Sorry. This is a new car, so I'm still getting used to it.
Well, hold on for a minute. Let me say something to doing too much. Nobody is laughing at Rico. You didn't hear one person laugh at Rico. Rico needs some help. Now that's maybe that you might need to go look at Stump Down, but don't come over here and get blocked because nobody's laughing at Rico. Go ahead, Stephen.
Shit, I know I'm not after what I heard. That is absolutely horrible. Um, so did you hear about the Tylenol?
Yeah,
Jay Wilson, did you hear about the Tylenol?
yeah, I heard about it. I heard about it. Yeah,
So he killed that dog then.
I don't know. He wanted to do an autopsy, so I really can't say that yes, that's what he wanted to do because they didn't do an autopsy. But it's still not good. Go ahead.
But he gave the dog Tylenol.
Okay.
And he's like, what was I supposed to do? Y'all didn't help me. I didn't ask for no cash apps. Bruh, if you can't take care of a something that has life, a creature with life that breathes, then you should not be having any pets. If you can't even think enough to even look something like that up. Like you don't even give a fuck about that animal.
Yeah, Natasha said Tylenol cause liver failure in dogs. Just saying. And so nobody is laughing at Rico, but Rico is a grown man. And Rico don't listen to people. And also, too, Rico don't have a problem with speaking over other people and their children and their dogs and stuff. And so, again, what you should have been doing, through this doing too much, you should have been telling Rico that he should have been taking care of that dog instead of fighting with people. You should have been giving Rico the money so he could bury his dog. So don't come up here telling us, oh, Rico thinks different. Well, give him the money, damn it, and do what you need to do for him. Go ahead.
So dogs process Tylenol differently than humans. You cannot give dogs the same thing that you can give humans can take. They digest things completely different. Too much of one thing is like I said, liver failure. They didn't get cell damage. Their structure is different than ours. You can't do that. The dosage has to be a certain amount as well because they're a lot smaller than we are. You can overdose an animal. I mean, you didn't think about any of these things. It's wild to me. I mean, I'm almost really like to the point where I want to call the authorities about this because that's a murder. That's how I feel.
But the sad part about it is Rico doesn't process stuff like that. That's why I think something is wrong with Rico. That's why I think that he's delayed. And I'm not being funny with that. I think he's delayed. And I think that Rico needs help. And maybe Rico has never been diagnosed in school or something, but something is wrong. For him to even want to put that dog in a refrigerator. Okay, now, don't get hit.
What you say? Oh.
Well, because let me say this. I know a lot of people want Rico in jail, but I think Rico really has some problems. He has problems with anger. He has problems with grief. He has problems with insecurity. He has a lot of issues going on. But that's not the time to get a dog. Because that's not your experience. Go ahead, Stephanie.
Now I'm saying, I don't even remember what I was about to say. Go ahead, G. Wilson. Hold on, I'll think of it in a second. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Stephanie, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Now the freezer thing, was that when he received the remains of the dog?
So Stephen, I heard him out of his mouth say, I'm going to put the dog in the freezer until Wednesday so I can cremate the dog.
Oh, okay. So the dog's already dead and he's going to put the dog in the freezer. Okay.
Correct. A freezer, not a funeral home freezer, not a. I'm talking about his refrigerator at home freezer.
Fuck is wrong with this person, bro? These people don't know how to drive. God, they must be from Miami.
Baby, we getting
Um,
our life sitting here listening to you cuss this person out.
uh, yeah, these, these Miami drivers, they ain't shit. No, I'm just joking. I know you from Florida. Let me stop. Um, but so that is crazy to me. So until Wednesday in the freezer, okay, and then
Now,
so the
according to
dog
Stump
just
Down, and like I said, this is according to Stump Down. I don't know if this is true or not,
no, I
but
love it. Yeah,
but according to Stump Down, he already got the dog in the refrigerator.
that's disgusting.
And I'm not talking about a funeral home, or I'm talking about a refrigerator where you place your food. And again, this is why I think that something is a little off with Rico. And this is not shade. I'm being real. There is something psychologically not clicking. There are some things that are not connecting. And y'all can say what y'all want to. You don't have to like me. You ain't saved me. That's why I tell people stop putting stuff on. If y'all really wanted to help Rico, y'all would have told Rico, don't come on with this. Or Rico, this is not appropriate. You need to go off. This is not something you share. And let me say this, as long as I've been up here, I have not laughed at Rico. As long as I've been up here, I have not called Rico out of his name. I have just stated the facts of what we heard in that video and what was said. And he wanted to do the autopsy and all of that stuff, but he didn't have enough money. Again, you don't have options, you don't have choices. And it's sad. And I mean, I'm sad for the dog. That's a dog that could have been living. Had that dog been at that shelter, I truly believe that that dog would still be here today. But you don't give dog
Absolutely.
a Tylenol 3. I didn't know it was a Tylenol 3. I just thought it was a Benadryl.
Oh no, that's for pain, like serious pain. Um, but my thing is like, why do you need an autopsy when you know that you gave and admitted to giving the dog Tylenol? You admitted to what caused the demise of the dog. As far as I'm concerned, that's you. That's you admitting to it. So I mean, it's just a shame he didn't give a. It's a shame that animals get placed in custody of people that don't give a fuck about them, and he didn't care nothing about that dog. I think he was using for that dog as content. He was trying to use that dog to pull on the heartstrings of people, to try to manipulate people and to get things from it, and it costed a dog's life. And I don't care. That is a living,
Well, let me say
breathing
this.
creature.
I don't think that,
You might
Stephen.
as well kill the damn human.
But
No,
let me say
no,
this.
he
I
needs to
don't
be
think that he
locked
did
up.
that on
He needs to
purpose.
be locked
I
up.
think that Rico is limited. I really think Rico is limited. And I think
No,
that,
Jay Wilson. Here's the thing. I don't give a fuck if he's limited or not. He needs to be locked away in a jail cell. I don't
but
care.
come
It
on,
does not
Stephen. The
excuse his
boy don't even
behavior.
take care of his own health. Why y'all expecting him to take care of a dog's health? He don't even take care of his
Well
own health.
then, he needs to. Then he can do that and fix and arrange all
I'm gonna
that
tell
and
you
get
what
that shit
though.
together in
I
a
think he
jail
didn't know how to
cell.
take care of that dog, Stephen, because let me say this. I don't know if you knew when Rico got that dog taken away from him the first time. Rico said that
Yeah, I
that was his
do.
only friend. He ain't had nobody to talk to. Rico is suffering from depression and a whole lot of stuff. I think that this is going to weigh in on him. I really don't think Rico knows why that dog died. Rico probably think that giving that dog a Tylenol was okay. I mean, because that's Rico's capacity. And I'm being real. Now, if he go to jail, I understand. I'm not making excuses for the man, but this is why I keep on saying you need to invest in yourself. Rico really needs to seek a therapist. I really do think that the longest he stay out, that's it. The man is fighting with people on YouTube, people he don't even know, people he probably will never even meet, and he's going off. He's mad at me and Stump Down, and like I said, I don't care. Because at the end of the day, we didn't take care of your dog. We didn't walk your dog. We did none of that. That was all on you. But nobody told you to put it on TV. And this is what I'm trying to get to the people. When you put it on, people are going to go with it. My ugly sweater, yellow sweater, they said I look like a bee. Then somebody said I look like a banana. But guess what? I knew they were going to talk about it, but certain things you don't put on. And I don't think it did him any favors by putting this on. Now, that's the problem I have. If you love this dog so much, then why are you putting this intimate, personal stuff on? And my thing is, again, is this for clicks and views? I understand what you're saying, but I don't think Rico knows better. I think Rico really truly believes that these people are his friends and they love him. And then when somebody says something against him, he really has issues with it because he does take it personally. This is his life. Okay, I'm gonna go on mute. Baby, I'm a juicy
Hey,
banana.
Jay Wilson, I'll be right back. Hold on.
Okay. And like I said, this yellow is clean. And the yellow is clean. Ooh, look at that. Yes, baby. Banana, banana. Yes, yes. Okay, let me stop. Hurt people do hurt people. Hurt people do hurt people. Cat's eyes. Look, let me say this. I am not saying Rico is right. And you are right, cat eyes. But again, people can't give you what they don't have. Thank you, DeYoung. People cannot give you what they don't have. And sometimes we have an expectation of people, but they can't give it to us. That's all I'm saying. I'm very upset. I'm looking at Lyric right now. I couldn't imagine giving Lyric any medicine that I don't know about. Everything that I give Lyric is because the doctors have prescribed it. You know what I'm saying? When Lyric had allergies, because we have a lot of cedar, I went to the doctor. The doctor prescribed something for Lyric. I didn't go in my medicine cabinet and get something to Lyric. Come on, golf club. But y'all, we expect people to give us something that they don't have. And this is why I keep on telling Rico to invest in yourself. But let me tell y'all something. You get tired of telling people that. I'm going to say this. Rico is going to have Wiley, I guess, come to New York. Rico don't understand that this man don't care nothing about you. This man wants to use you for a place to stay. That's it. But you can't tell Rico anything because Rico wants to be loved and he will fight people to prove his loyalty to people who really don't like him. He can get a strong mentor, but Rico, y'all, let me tell you something. Rico got to want it himself. You can't want it more than the person. You cannot want it more than the person. Okay, see, Shannon Carter, you did the right thing. Y'all, I'm just sorry, but y'all expect this man to do this, and the third. He can only give you what he has. Y'all, I'm getting ready to go to the car. Give me a couple of minutes. I got to get one more item. Oh, Lord. But let me say this, you all. I am not mad because Rico is cursing me out. Baby, that's her. That Rico ain't mad at me. He mad at something else. Now he can take his aggressions out on me, but he's mad because his dog is dead. He's mad because of this. I don't take what Rico is saying personal. I don't know Rico personally. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. I'm almost done. Okay, y'all. Okay, I think I have everything now. So yeah, I think I got everything. Okay, let me get ready, y'all. So I'm heading to the car. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Ooh, this dog is something else. She just gets on my nerves sometimes. All right, we going. Come here. Come here. Wrong car. Come on. We going in this car. Come on. Come on, let's go. Go. Get in. Good girl. Oh, Lord. Hold on, y'all.
All right, you all, I'm back. Can y'all hear me? Put a one in the room if you can hear me. Put a one in the room if you can hear me. Ooh, it's getting ready to storm really bad. Put a one in the room. All right, y'all, I'm back. I am so sorry. I'm just getting ready to go to the other house, and all of this news is happening. Child by nerdy page done got taken. They giving him until the 13th. So my. So yeah, y'all. Binary said that his page is going to be taken. Somebody actually struck his page that is going to be terminated if he doesn't appeal it. So that's something. And then of course, I don't know if they're trying to make a big deal or not, but they said that YouTube Camera was a little curious of who bills DG was paying, or was somebody paying DG bills. But now the rumors are saying that she don't even like that man, so people was like wondering, well, why is it so important of who bills he paying? But that ain't none of my business. But that's what the people said. Um, yeah, can y'all hear me? Am I frozen? Am I frozen? Um, so you all, we're talking about Rico. Um, Stephen came on and he said that Rico ought to be charged. It was this, and the third. But I don't think Rico really knew about the Tylenol and all of that stuff. And I was telling Stephen, people can't give you what they don't have. And I don't think Rico has that capacity to know a whole lot of stuff when it comes to that. It would have been better if Rico would have called um, a animal clinic or a veterinarian to ask those questions, but he didn't. And so, yeah. So, yeah. Now, again, people are getting mad at Stump Down, but I'm going to say this, y'all. We don't cause people to do nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I didn't tell nobody to hit a dog. I didn't tell nobody to get dog Tylenol. Really, I didn't. But I'm going to say this again. It's a lot of things that came out. You worried about people's finances, but you can't even scruff up $400 to get the dog cremated. I would have given you, okay, let's do the cremation, but you didn't even have $400, and then you talking about I'm dead broke until Wednesday. So you don't even save your money up. Again, you worried about me buying clothes, you worried about me buying a ring, but I have money in reserve that if anything happens to me or my dog, at least I'll be able to take care of it. But I'm just hearing what you're saying. But again, you worried about my ring and whether it's fake or not, which it doesn't bother me because again, I have nothing to prove. And for the person who told me about what Binary, what Ghetto and Untalented and Ghetto Unintellectual said, I'm not mad at you. I'm glad you told me because again, they're gonna leave me the hell alone because Ghetto is not gonna put his teeth on and off on the camera, and I know that Untalented is not gonna show up to talk with me on the camera, and then I know they ain't gonna give me $700 to get my ring tested because if Deanna offers 600, I know they can offer 700. And that hoe don't got 700 or $600 to get to nobody either. She need to get that crack driveway fixed. Girl, let me stop because I'm going off on a tangent. But but I'm just being real. You don't have nothing to prove to nobody. Oh Lord, somebody say Catherine running her mouth again. Okay, what y'all don't like Catherine? What Catherine done said? Y'all always bother Catherine. Catherine don't bother nobody. Catherine don't do nothing to nobody. Why y'all bothering Catherine? So let me say this. No one is picking at Rico. No one is laughing at Rico. I am very disheartened that that dog is not alive. Because I believe had that dog been at the shelter, that dog would have still been alive. So nobody is laughing at it. It's a tragedy. Oh, Catherine said stop lying on her. Okay, Hall. So what is she lying about? What Catherine running her mouth about? Come on and tell it. Since you done typed it out, be bold enough to come up and tell it. I'm tired of y'all sitting up here being keyboard gangsters. Come and tell it. I'm gonna drop the link. Come and tell it. Don't be shy. Tell me what Miss Catherine said. Tell it. Come and tell it. Tell it. Jay is on the main line. Tell him what you want. Jay is on the main line. Tell him what you want. Jay is on the main line. Tell him what you want. Call him up and tell him what you want. If you want to be messy, tell him what you want. If you want to be shady, tell him what you want. Yes, Lord. Oh, there go Catherine. Catherine,
Hello,
the man said you're
Pastor.
running your mouth, girl. She said you're running your mouth, Catherine.
I have not. This is the first time that I have dropped
Ain't it
down in the
slit?
chat.
Ain't it slit? Because you said you ain't doing
Well,
no crazy stuff.
I'm not gonna let nobody lie on me though. See, just because I'm not,
Okay.
I'm not gonna let nobody tell no lies on me. I have not been in nobody's
Uh,
chat until today. You heard me?
okay.
Can you hear me, Pastor?
I can,
Okay, I don't think he could hear me. I might have to drop and come back because I don't think that Pastor could hear me. I'm on my iPhone. I might have to come back on my Android. Pastor, can you hear me? I might
okay,
have
go
to.
ahead.
I might have
Hold
to
on.
pick.
I got somebody else up here. Smile, Ghetto. Let me see your teeth.
Wait a
Okay,
minute.
you
I'm
got
gonna.
him in? Okay, Ghetto got his teeth in. Oh, you don't got him
Okay.
in? Okay, hold on for a minute. Ghetto's supposed to be coming up here. What's up, Ghetto?
Pastor, I was trolling, man. I know you and Talent got smoke. I wasn't on that type timing, bro. It was
I
just
don't know.
clowning,
I
man.
mean, that's what I heard. Somebody sent me an email to say that you and Talent wanted me to check my ring out. And I said, well, I want to see Ghetto take his teeth in and out.
Mm.
And then I want to see Talent show up on camera. And then I want y'all to give me $700 and I'll test it. Do you think
No,
I wear fake?
700 was
Hold on. My question is, do you think I wear fake items?
Pastor. I could care less. We only
I'm
joking.
coming back
I
on my
don't believe you
Android,
would.
Pastor.
I believe you got enough money.
Okay.
You don't have to.
I'm just laughing. I mean, but I knew, I mean, I'm like, well, if they want that, then that's what they need to do.
Did you unblock me yet?
I don't know. Did you send me an email?
Yes. You get all the other emails for the mess, though, right? When you get.
No, I mean, it's the James Legal 1970 at gmail.com email. Did you send it there?
Yeah, I'm gonna send it again.
Okay, so what's up with your boy Binary? Who's striking Binary?
He used his son's music and it got him flagged.
Wow, that's deep.
Yeah, he's hurt because he did some good numbers last week.
Wow, that's bad. But see, they don't want that. Why are they messing with you? Let me say this. I don't appreciate people calling you fat. They keep on calling you fat. They say you look like big Mike Tyson.
I lost like 10 pounds though, so I'm getting back.
Okay, so as a guy who was big myself, I find that very offensive.
Yeah, no fat shaming. And no teeth shaming either. I ain't got my teeth in. Don't be teeth shaming either.
Well, no, I wasn't teeth shaming you, but I was saying that I would get my ring tested if you do that, and if Talon did what he needed to do,
I
and if y'all paid me $700, because I mean
I
$100 is cheap.
but
I
I'm
mean,
on my
I mean, Talon is a professional, and you're a CPA. I know y'all got $500 just laying around.
we only offer 200. And you know, so you
I'm
up to
sorry, well,
100.
I'm not that type of person. Y'all go with them cheap hoes. Okay, them cheap hoes. I need 700.
But I'm up here without my teeth, so that I thought you said.
No, you had to put them in and take them out.
Oh no, I ain't doing. That's gross, Pastor.
Well, that's why I know you weren't gonna do it.
But I'm not afraid to come up without my teeth in. I thought that was enough. Pause.
But anyway, but what you think
Right.
about this situation with Rico? We got a Rico
Oh, he
situation. Have you
really.
heard about it?
So wait, he really showed the dog in the freezer where he put his other food?
Well, let me say this. He had that dog in the garbage bag. And
Oh,
when he
okay.
said, now I heard him with my own ears say that he was going to put that dog in the freezer.
Oh. Oh, I need my man. I gotta go, Pastor. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. Come on, Catherine. I'm so sorry, Catherine, but who lying on you, Catherine?
Whoever's in that chat, because I haven't been in the chat since Saturday night.
That's what
And the
I was
last,
saying, Catherine.
okay,
I wasn't trying to
right.
say that you was bad. I was trying to say that you on Lent, and I haven't seen you around because you said you was doing your Lent. So I know
Whoever
that Go ahead.
is in that chat, I want you to show me that I've said something about anybody. I have not been in chats or on. I had to panel man more circus you lied. And see, the Bible say that the truth will set you free. So I came to be what? Set free.
No, Demons. Oh, Lent ain't open until April, girl.
No, but I came over because I'm not gonna let nobody lie on me because they don't think that I'm around. You don't know when I'm in the chat because I could be in the clouds, and it's a good thing that I was in the clouds today because somebody talked about. I ain't been in nobody. The last person's chat I was in was yours when me, you, and Hershey was on a panel on Saturday night. So if I haven't been in nobody on nobody's panels, then what have I lied? Person that typed that lie, come on down, like the song says. Come on down. State your case because you're a liar. Last time I was on anybody's panel was yours Saturday night with Hershey, and Hershey was intoxicated. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what they talking about? What I said? How can I say something I ain't
Somebody
been
said if
typing?
you're on Lent, you shouldn't even be in any clouds, Catherine. Ooh, why the girls coming for Catherine
Say
today?
that again?
They said you shouldn't even be in the clouds.
The Lord sent me here today.
Oh, okay. I
See,
felt that in the
the
spirit. She said the
Lord
Lord sent her today.
sent me here today. And he might even
Ah,
sent me here to defend my name. Because why? My name got typed in the chat, said that I lied. So evidently, this is the way that the Lord had me to go. Why? Because I'm in the kitchen cooking. I didn't have to. I'm in the kitchen cooking.
honey, she
I'm trying
said
to
the
get
Lord.
time.
She said the Lord, honey. She said the Lord.
Right. So see, the Lord wanted me to know that somebody was getting ready to tell a lie on me. How you know? Because they said I was talking about you when I ain't been in no chats. So a person that typed that lie, hit the panel so I can make you look like the liar that you are. The
Lady
last
Mika, she
time
said the Lord, honey. She said the Lord,
uh-huh,
capital L, Lord. She said the Lord.
because had I not would have been in your panel, I mean in your chat, I wouldn't have seen that person lie about me.
So
I ain't been in
Catherine,
nobody's
no.
chat.
I don't know if you can talk about this because it's Lent. I don't know if you can
Go
talk
ahead.
about this because it's Lent. But
Right.
somebody said that YouTube camera was very curious because somebody said that Donald Goins was paying somebody electric bills and utilities, or they was paying his, and they said YouTube camera was getting very inquisitive. And also, you just heard that Ghetto verified that binary page has been struck because somebody was playing music. So y'all gotta watch that. And then the
That's
other
his.
thing is with this Rico thing. Go ahead.
Okay, number one, I can't speak to the YouTube camera thing. I only can speak to what happened with Judas now because I actually physically saw that. But to the Rico thing, let me say this: I've had cats. I've never had dogs. I don't care for dogs. But the point is, my aunt had a dog, and with dog passer, you have to have them in some type of pet insurance because when dogs, I ain't saying you don't have to have cats. That's not what I'm saying. You need to have your dog or your cat in some type of pet insurance. So my whole thing is, however Rico handles the dog getting sick, you tell too much of your personal business to these people on here who are strangers, and you open yourself up to people making comments about
I agree.
wait a minute, giving a dog. Now listen, I don't know what you do with your dog, but I never fed my cat food that I'm getting ready to eat. I'm getting ready to make a lasagna from scratch. I would never give my dog that. I mean, my cat that, or the dog. So if the dog got sick and he gave the dog Tylenol, does that mean that he was giving the dog table food?
Baby, they said he was giving the dog Tylenol 3.
Tylenol 3 has codeine. You telling a lie. Tylenol 3 has codeine. You was lying to me.
That's
Tylenol
what
3
they
and
said.
4 has codeine. Those are not regular Tylenols.
That's
See,
what they
I've had
that's what they
concerns.
said. Now
I've
I
had
didn't see that, but I do know for a
concerns.
fact that he was fighting and arguing with people when he said that he was gonna put that dog in that freezer. Baby, I just stopped what I was doing. I'm like,
But
what
you
freezer? I'm like, I know you
regular
ain't talking
time.
about your house freezer.
Okay, but the dog died. As my former pastor would say, we don't do dog funerals around here. Dogs ain't got no souls. But you trying to put that dog in a freeze? Won't you just let the dog go?
My thing is this. I think it's worse that you got the dog in the freezer. And again, that dog got bodily fluids. That dog got gases. And I mean, you gonna put the dog in the freezer. What we gonna do? Wait for the dog to thaw out? The dog gonna be a big old hard piece of ice. How they gonna embalm the dog and he gonna be a whole chunk of ice? It don't make no sense. It don't
What
make
I'm
no sense. Oh, come here,
what I'm
Lyric. I want to hug Lyric. Come here, Lyric.
saying to
Come
you
here.
is
Come here,
my
Lyric. Come over here. Let me hug you, baby. Come
my
here.
neighbor.
Yeah.
I've known quite a few people pastor to have had animals that passed away. Quite a few people that have
I've
had
had
dogs
animals
and
that
cats.
passed away, and you know what we did? And this is before we had dog insurance. We would bury them in the backyard and put a little marker over there so we remember the dog. We had the dog cremated. I mean, we do stuff. We miss the dog, but damn, you know, nobody ain't. I wish my mama would say, "Time I'm gonna put the dog in the
Um,
refrigerator."
Rico, my mom's cat Molly passed away.
Not
We did
Molly.
not put the cat. That was the cat's name.
Okay, girl. Girl, it's just the name Molly. You know, Kirsten. You know you can spin a story. Go ahead, Molly.
My
Go ahead.
mom's cat. Listen, my mom's cat, fat cat Molly, passed away. My
Mm.
mom elected not to have her cremated. She whatever she chose to do, she chose to do. But the point I'm trying to say is she wasn't in the freezer with our food, and my mom don't have a dirt backyard. She has a cement backyard. So the point I'm trying to make is if you don't want them cremated, you can always do the next best thing. In fact, you already know what that is.
What?
If they did and you don't have the money to cremate them, the next best thing is you know where they going.
You bury him.
Oh, if you have dirt to do that. If
Oh,
you don't have dirt to do that, then you put them in a plastic bag and you properly discard of the corpse in the trash.
ooh, make sure you do it in somebody else's garbage can, 'cause them things be stinking up.
I'm just saying, you put it outside on the front. They pick ours out in the front, and you put it
Uh,
out there for them to pick it up. But you wouldn't
Now I have
put
never
them
done a
clean.
dog and cat like that. Praise the Lord. We buried all ours because we had yard. We got yard. So
We don't have yards up here. Where I'm
I
at
got
right
you.
now,
All that methane, not the methane, but the methane gas. Mm-mm. I can't do it. But I
I'm
understand. I
still waiting
understand.
for the troll named Heart to hit the panel and tell your lie. See, I know that Satan is the father of all lies. See, I'm
Ah,
trying to walk through the word. Heart, hit the panel and
hit the
tell your
panel.
lie.
My,
You ain't
my.
seen me in nobody's chat or panel all this week, but you typed in the chat. Catherine Bryant. When the last person panel I was on was Jay Wilson's. And that was with her. So make up another lie. Go right on ahead. I'll wait.
All right now, Catherine. Hey, Lady Nika. Hey, Dr. Brown, and all the ushers. I want to thank all the ushers coming in. Dr. Brown, Simply Pink and Green, Ebony 757, Sabrina T, Reason is Key, Sister Vivian, Brother Ron P, Brother Game Type. We haven't seen him in a while. Uncle Claude, Ebony,
I just got a question
Shawnee,
for you, Cassie.
XOXO. What's up, D Miss O? What's going on?
I got a question for you.
Go ahead, huh?
If he didn't have the money to properly bury the dog, right? Why didn't he just let it go?
I don't know, but I would have found a place to bury the dog.
Ain't he
Um,
in New York?
yeah.
It don't work like that up there. Don't work like that. That's not his
I would have found some place where they could probably.
property.
You know what? No, I would have asked. See again, I would have asked. Well, is there any volunteer place? Is there? Do you all know anybody who could properly dispose the dog? Because I
Do
can't
they
take
have
it back
pet
on the bus,
cemeteries in New York?
huh?
Do they have pet cemeteries in New York?
I don't know if they have pet cemeteries, but he couldn't even afford cremation at the time. I mean, the
That,
cremation was about $500, and then the autopsy was about $1,300. And then he telling them people that he don't get paid to win. That lady said we can't hold this dog until that
but
time, and the dog
the
was
question
already
is,
dead.
why hold on? Why pay for something like that when after the funeral is over, the cremation is over, you still have to live and pay bills? That's the question.
I understand, but you know that man was really attached to that dog, and that
Okay.
dog was the only thing he had. And again, I think he's more in emotions right now. Catherine, go ahead.
Okay. I wasn't saying that to be smart, cruel, or
No,
mean.
I understand
I
what you're saying, but Rico really
sometimes
was
people
attached to that dog.
sometimes people make temporary decisions that have lasting effects, such as doing spending money for the moment of a dog when after that dog is Rico, if you're in the clouds, please don't get mad at me or cuss me out because I have
So,
lost pets.
so look at here. The real Sonny said the ASPCA in New York can take your dog there, and they will take it from there. They will pick him up for free. All right. So again, Rico should have done that. See, the thing is, Rico don't think. He's more reactive than proactive. You know what I'm saying? And you
So he
gotta, you gotta ask. Well, you know, or he could have called the Humane Society or the ASCPA to get that dog taken care of, but not put that dog in your refrigerator.
Well,
Ooh,
Rico, if you're in the clouds and you're listening, I am not. I have lost cats. Listen, I had a cat one time, and all her children passed away, and she ate every last one of them. So when I tell you that I've lost pets, I have. Okay, so I know what it's like to now. I didn't get to bury those her children because she ate them. But the point I'm trying to make is that you're bringing the corpse of a cat and to put, I mean, dog in your thing. How are you going to cremate the body properly?
well, first
Because
of all, if the dog freeze, you gotta wait till that.
if the dog is frozen, you're going to have to wait till it thaws out to do that. But listen, Pastor, usually when things are cremated, they are put in an oven. And the type of oven that heats up to 13, if between 700 and 1300 degrees. So my question in an oven, nobody's setting anything on fire. They put it in an oven. So the question is, how would he cremate it from home? That's the question.
Oh, he ain't planning to cremate it from home. He's planning to hold the body until he can get it cremated.
Okay. All
But
right.
it's in your refrigerator, Catherine. It's in his refrigerator. See, it's not even that. It's like, okay, but this is in your personal refrigerator.
Not where my food at. I'm a big bag. You lying to me?
Anyway, he gonna figure it out. But see, instead of you worried about my ring, you should have been worried about giving that dog this. And let me say this: you can do the autopsy, but the girls are saying you should have given that dog a Tylenol 3 because the dog system can't take that. I mean,
Okay.
humans have problems with their liver when they even
Um,
take a lot of Tylenol. So you got to watch that. Go ahead.
Tylenol 3 and 4 have codeine in it. Why did I mean? I'm because the reason why I keep saying that is because I've taken both 3 and 4 from acute pain when I had surgery. So I don't even understand why you would give a dog any
But
type of
again,
medicine.
Catherine, you can't look. It's Rico, and sometimes we look for people to give us something they don't have. Rico, I don't think Rico had that acuity to know this. I think that Rico only works on the level that he knows where to work on. And if you haven't expanded your horizon, if you haven't invested in yourself, you only have what you know. You only have what you know. So again, sometimes we people can't give us what they don't have. But I think the dog in the refrigerator was a little bit much. But hey,
I mean,
hey.
I'm kind of glad that they didn't do the autopsy because they would have found out what was wrong with the dog, and if it was something that he
Well, they probably already know what was wrong with the dog when he said he gave the dog the Tylenol 3.
ain't tell the
And
people that he.
yes, he did.
Oh God.
Yes, he
Okay.
did.
Mm-mm.
That's what I'm saying, Catherine. Hold on, we got somebody coming up. Yes, he did. He told the people that. Hold on. Miss Brown.
Yes, how you doing, Jay Wilson?
Hey, I'm doing all right.
This
How
is
you doing?
real crazy. You know, this goes, I mean, it's getting deeper than just having a deceased dog in your refrigerator. Now comes to charges. You know, people can get real nasty with this. You
Yeah,
know, because as we know, they take animal abuse and stuff very serious. And now you storing this dog in an improper place, and you talking about you taking it back when you get the money. You better hope you don't get arrested for abuse of a corpse.
and let me
Because
say
a
this. And I'm glad you
refrigerator
bring
is
that
not.
up. Because you
Brown
mad at me,
people,
Stump Down, and Shakim. I didn't call the police on you the first time. I didn't call animal control on you. I'm more shocked that you thought it was okay to put a dog in your refrigerator.
but
You
y'all are looking
verbalized that,
over.
and that got me. Go ahead, Miss Brown. I'm sorry. Ooh.
Wait a minute,
Well,
Brown. First of all,
the
hello, Brown
police
people. Let
can
me say,
call his city CP. He could easily call his city animal control, and they will pick the dog up. Either he
right,
got some kind of separation anxiety or something, because he done got so attached to this dog that he think it's a damn human or something. And I know people get attached to their
And
animals,
my thing is
but
this
come on,
though. See,
Rico.
if you love the dog though, you would have got insurance. See what I'm saying? I
Right.
mean, it becomes a
Right,
selfish
Jay
thing.
Wilson?
I love my dog. If she get a leg broken, I know I can take her to the animal hospital and they're gonna fix it because we got insurance. I don't give Lyric anything that is not prescribed. Besides, you know what I'm saying? So I don't play them things. You know what I'm saying?
but
I don't
The
get it. But go ahead.
Tylenol 3, that is codeine. That is a straight narcotic. You can't even get that without a prescription. So, Rico,
right,
what the hell is you doing with it?
right. But y'all are looking over the obvious. Brown Beauty
No,
World. Hello,
but she
and
brings up arm cancer, but she brings up a point. That is a prescription drug.
I
So
know
how
that. I
you
told
getting this
you.
drug?
Right, I told you that when I had Tylenol 3 and 4, it is because I had surgery. They don't
Yeah,
just
we
the rec-
understand that, Catherine, but my thing is Rico ain't have surgery. So how you get
right,
it? We understand your situation. So the deeper thing is if you know you gotta have a prescription to get it, why you giving it to the dog? See,
no,
that's
the
the
it.
thing. Why are you giving it to a dog?
Why was he self-diagnosing the dog that the dog was in pain? See,
And
because
we know Rico couldn't afford this dog from the beginning. He couldn't even afford dog food for the dog. So he couldn't even afford the basic necessities for the dog. He didn't even need the dog in the first place.
Yeah, I thought it was bad when he was trying to prove to the people he got the dog. And I'm like, well, Rico, if you know you got the dog, then stop trying to prove stuff to people. And then you put the dog out there. And now people looking at you with the side eye because now people are saying, well, shoot, maybe the dog was better off at the shelter. Maybe he would have
right.
lived.
Got the dog back and didn't do no better by the dog.
I mean, he didn't have the common sense that okay, the dog got sick. Uh, he didn't have to try to self-diagnose what was wrong. He thought the dog was in pain. I'm not a veterinarian, so I don't really know whether the dog was in pain or not. The thing that I know is a human should not take a narcotic if they're not prescribed. Nevertheless, you self-diagnose a dog and give a dog Tylenol 3 or 4 because that's dogs can't even really have paper food. And then you talk about you're giving them table food that sometimes disturb their stomach and make them vomit. Now you talk about giving them a medication, going too far.
That place. You study screaming and cussing the people out. You couldn't even talk and communicate with the people to tell them you didn't even have the means to properly bury them. Because maybe they would have helped you. You come
Well,
snatching
no,
the
he was
dog up
too.
out of the office.
No, baby, he was too busy worried about my ring and getting mad because I think I was a little shady when somebody said something about he paid for. I think Lemon was saying that he paid for people's storage. I'm like, oh God, everybody paying for everybody's storage, and then here come Rico. But my thing is this again. Your priorities is mixed up because again, you should have been focusing on the dog. You worried about my finances and how I got my ring, but yet you can't even pay to get your dog cremated or do an autopsy. And I'm gonna tell you, that doctor did you a favor by not charging you because they would have charged you for bringing the dog because nothing ain't free. Nothing
Right.
is free.
That's why I'm saying you was at the perfect place to tell these people you didn't have the money to properly bury this dog.
Until Wednesday, the lady said, and the lady kept on saying, "No, sir, we can't keep the dog here because it's Wednesday. I mean, we can't store the dog here." And he kept on saying like the lady was gonna do it. And I'm like, no, they're telling you, no, you gotta get the money. And you think that everything works on your time. No, these people are saying you got to get your money or you got to take that dog. And then according to Stomp Down, he was up there crying and they gave him an old hefty plastic bag. And then he took the dog on the bus with him. Baby, it's just morbid all over. It's just unbelievable. But this is the person who always coming after people. And I'm like, see, you don't need to be doing that. You really need to be taking care of yourself and getting yourself together before you trying to comfort somebody. That's why I tell people you can't drag nobody and you behind them. You can't drag nobody and life is dragging you. I do think Rico is a protected class, but I think Rico needs to get the help. Don't call out that you protect the class, but you ain't getting the help for it. Don't. I'm a protected class, but you ain't getting the help. Go ahead, Miss yeah. I'm telling you, this ain't done got my blood up.
But Pastor, can I ask you a question that don't have nothing to do with this?
Go ahead.
Because I just heard you say about your ring and stuff like that. So what do you think about how do you feel about, I heard you say the other day that Deanna thought that she had doxed you and it was somebody else. Here's the whole thing, right? Why is people so invested in what's on your finger?
I don't get it, but I don't care. See what I'm saying?
She doxed you over a ring though, because y'all don't talk.
Well, she said that I said her husband stole something. I have never said Josh stole anything. Now, did I say that she can't go into the Walmart because the people say she done stole something? Yeah, but I've never said Josh stole anything. So again, these people make stuff up, and my thing is, I don't know, but I don't really even care. I really don't, and that's her issue.
So she doxed the wrong person.
Well, I mean, they say that I'm peeling my face. They said I'm bleaching my face.
I mean, I don't. What somebody else does to their body as far as Botox or whatever else they choose to do, that's a choice that they make. Whatever somebody else chooses to wear on their body, that's a choice that they make. When she was making that video the other day, or she said that she had doxed you. Okay, what does you doxing? What does that do for you though?
But that's her mindset. That's her mindset, Catherine, and that's why I really don't engage her either, because she's another person, and I think she got anger issues. But I heard it runs in her family. So again, I don't pay these people any mind. The ring is still here. The ring will be here. It doesn't matter. And if this ring makes you upset, then you need to look inside yourself and say, well, what does with that ring that makes you so upset? Because the ring ain't do nothing to nobody. Am I not worthy to wear a ring?
Ring now? All this over a ring?
But you know what though? It is what it is. You be bragging, you be okay, and don't watch. But y'all sit here and watch. So it is what it is. I'm not moved. It is what it is. But for the mere fact that she was doxing shows you what kind of weak hoe she is. Again, that's what weak people do. She the verbal assassin, but yet you got a dox too, girl, bye. Again, I leave it alone. I'll put it all in his hands. And that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. But let me say this, you all. Now you all are seeing how these people are. These people have their life so intertwined in YouTube that they're doing all of this crazy stuff. For the mere fact that Rico came on to even do all of this with the dog. It's like, why did you even come on? You should have been more concerned. I mean, you actually had to come online to turn it on. So what was the dog doing during the time you was turning this on? Anybody want to help me with that? Because, baby, if my dog was sick, the last person who I want is the people on YouTube to be knowing my dog is sick. Doing too much, he has the right for his commentary, and people have the right to comment.
But
Who's
Pastor,
laughing? First of all, hold on. Nobody is laughing. Nobody is laughing. The man needs help. You didn't hear me
This
laugh one
subject
time.
is no laughing matter. Because
No,
you
it's
see how
not.
he
You didn't
said,
hear me laugh one time. But if you are so invested in Rico, go to New York and help him out. Go to New York and call the Humane Society and help him out. Because it seems like you are so concerned. So why don't you just get your raggedy ass out and go to New York and help him?
send him the money for the cremation.
Send him the money for the cremation. Send him the
That
$1,300. Since you so
is
invested, nobody ain't laughing. But since you are so concerned about Rico, then go help him. Because you
go
got
ahead
a
and
lot
cash
to say to
in on
people.
that.
And nobody ain't tell him to turn the camera on. He made his own decision. And you can't stop people. Now, I'm not laughing at Rico, but if somebody
thank you.
decides to laugh at him, you can't stop people from laughing, because at the end of the day, if he don't want nobody to laugh, he wouldn't have put it on in the first place. If he didn't want nobody to comment, he shouldn't have put it on in the first place. Stop putting shit on that you don't want people to see.
Right. Mhm.
Don't give a damn about you and how you feel. He a grown man. Y'all act like this man is 18 years old. This man is 35. No, but how did he turn the camera on? Did YouTube just come on by itself?
Mm.
Turned the camera on, carried
Turn
on
the
Y'all,
with
y'all,
him.
camera.
y'all some enabling hoes, and that's why
You
y'all children
incriminate.
ain't shit. Because
You
y'all enable people to do this mess. Instead
but
of telling him, hey man, you need to get off of this and you need to go and talk to somebody.
Yeah.
You up
he
here
turned
trying
the
to ridicule other people who been telling him, go get yourself some help. The hoe don't listen to nobody. I told that hoe to stop sharing. That hoe gonna continue to share. So who
Rico,
gives
you
a
might
damn
The
about
stuff
what you
that
think?
he's sharing is not good for him.
No,
It's
it's
just
Rico,
not.
not even good.
That
it
hoe
sounds
needs some friends.
Rico, it sounds like you turned the camera on to incriminate and you
Baby, I
incriminated
feel good
yourself.
right now, baby. I feel good, honey. The girls, let me see. Baby, I feel real good right now. All I'm gonna say is, you know I'm telling the truth. I don't give a damn about that person sitting there
Rico, don't
enabling a 35-year-old man.
Rico, don't
The
tell nobody
dog,
else
hold
how
on.
they do
The dog is dead. The dog
Right.
did not give Rico codeine. The dog did not give Rico. It was Rico who did that, not the dog. The dog is the one who is dead, not Rico. It's the dog.
Let's coddle these men. Not just men, they love to coddle grown adults. It's always somebody else's fault.
Always. Never
it.
take accountability for his own shit.
Brown Beauty World, telling everybody what he gave the dog is incriminating himself with. Maybe he does not know that telling
No,
people
he
that
don't.
he
And you can't tell him shit. You can't tell him.
Rico ain't trying to take advice from nobody. He sat there in that chat and said, "Don't tell me shit unless you sending me some money." He ain't
but see,
listening to what people said. People was telling him to call the animal control. They'll come and pick the dog up for free and all type of stuff. Rico ain't looking for no advice. He
right,
don't
but
want
guess what?
nobody to tell him nothing.
If they charge him with involuntary manslaughter, it'd be a whole nother different thing. Because you giving a dog Tylenol 3 or 4 with codeine and that dog is now dead, he better hope they don't press no charges.
Well,
That's
I know
very
somebody
serious.
left their dog outside and the dog froze to death. And guess what? They gave them, and he tried to put the hay, tried to bury the dog, didn't notify the people, had the dog improperly buried. And because he left the dog out in the snow, they charged him with abuse of an animal corpse. So
Right.
those are charges. You know, put that
All right.
dog in your refrigerator.
Exactly. Telling when Sharon goes wrong.
And they charged him because he didn't properly dispose of the animal's body.
Okay.
So he didn't properly dispose of that animal's body, and he got it stuck up in his refrigerator.
That's crazy.
Well, we all know
We,
he don't never have food. So I mean, and I ain't making joke of it, but Rico don't never had no food in there. He could barely take care of himself. How you feeding another animal? And at one point he had 2 dogs.
but he doesn't need to have animals, Brown Beauty World, because he doesn't have the capacity. If you can't feed a dog the dog food or cat food that they're supposed to have, you don't need to have. And if you can't have pet insurance, you definitely don't need to have a pet. Those
Yeah,
are
they
facts.
can't even afford the proper necessities, just the basic healthy food, a proper size crate, and water in a
I
decent
mean,
place. Let's not forget his place is a filthy dog hole. Like
for
it's
all we
filthy.
know, that dog
So
could have
the
ate
dog
something and
don't
it could
even have a
have.
safe place to even play.
That dog could have ate something and it could have made him sick. And maybe he was trying to make the dog well. He's not a veterinarian. Whatever was wrong with the dog, Pastor kept telling him to clean his place up numerous times. Clean his place
That's
up.
why I wonder if it was like something that progressed or that it came on suddenly. Because I know he said something about the dog's bowel movement. So was the
And
dog
see,
showing signs that something was already wrong with him?
but see, that's what I'm saying. When it would just be like a human being. If something is wrong with you, well, I'm gonna say speak for myself. I don't want to put it on you. If something is wrong with me, I'm gonna go to the doctor. I'm not going to try to self-diagnose myself because in my 51 years, that's not my calling. I'm gonna call the people who went to school for that. So if the dog was sick, maybe the dog was. It wasn't his job to try to self-diagnose the dog. He's not a veterinarian. Got to
Oh,
leave that
that's
to the professional.
yeah. And he
All right. It
should
looks
not
like
have handled that disposal like that. Then he got the dog sitting up in his refrigerator, talk about till Wednesday. Yeah,
it looks
your
like
priorities is
Pastor
all
dropped
fucked
down.
up.
He either had a call or he's going through an area where his service is kind of limited, but he will be back. Go ahead, Brown Beauty World.
No, I was just saying, and now you storing it in your refrigerator, which is definitely improper. Not to mention how unhealthy it is. Gases is building up in that dog's body. Ain't no telling what it may cause you, because as we all know, his immune system is even compromised. So he don't
Right.
know what is going to happen to himself through this process.
I don't think he's thinking about that. I really
He
don't.
better. Because that's another thing. He truly don't know what happened. Yeah, he gave the dog Tylenol 3, but even that don't cause a dog to automatically just die. Like
We
that's what
don't
I'm
know how.
saying. It had to be something. Was it something that the dog was showing progression of, or was it something else? Because to the dog to just all of a sudden die, what happened?
Well, here's the whole thing. Um, Dogs don't respond to human medication the way that we do. So he gave it to him. We don't know the period of time that he was giving it to him. It could have been a couple days he was giving it to him. So I mean, that's just dangerous to give a dog a narcotic. It just is. I don't know what he
Yeah,
was
that's
thinking.
what I say. Right. That's what I said. It's just a dangerous situation Rico has put himself into. And he made himself content because he did it on here on live.
But Brown Beauty World, he knows that he's on here with people that will call the authorities. He knows that.
He just went through it. So I
Mm.
mean, what you expect from a person like Rico that really don't give a damn?
Basically, he
Like,
can't. If he telling people how the dog died, it's crazy.
I don't hold in these grown people's head. And I ain't making no excuses for these grown ass people. You gotta just face the consequences of the things of your decisions. That's it.
That's a
That's
bad
all.
fear.
Yeah, I'm not upset, but don't come over here acting like the people doing Rico so bad and everything. Rico done talk bad about people, done said stuff about people. He always do stuff, and then when shit befalls him, then he wants everybody to be okay with him. I mean, you be speaking on people, you be saying nasty stuff to folk. And again, people don't even be bothering you. So again, fuck that. Fuck all y'all who want to say XYZ. He's a grown man. He's a grown man. And now he got to deal with grown man consequences. So again, he act like he the only one who work. I mean, I work. So what I got to do? But if you gave that dog something that made the dog ill, then just go ahead and take the responsibility. I mean, just say, I didn't know that was going to hurt the dog. I mean, but my thing is, you want the autopsy, but if you giving dog and stuff that you don't even know what you should be giving him, then it is what it is.
Right.
And if
That's
you're
why
a
I said,
protected
JB,
cat, then you need to get your
was
protected
the
ass off
dog,
this YouTube. Go ahead.
that's why I said, was the dog already sick? Because I know he said something about the dog's bowel movement. So was the dog already sick? And it just got worse by you giving him
I
what you
think it
gave
did.
him?
And he said that, and he went to work, and then the dog passed away. But if you saw blood in the dog's stool, you should have taken the dog to the vet already. Something is wrong.
Yep.
I mean, so again, some things common sense, but again, at the end of the day, stop saying stuff. And again, y'all, Rico clicked that camera on. I didn't tell Rico to click that camera on. Stump Down didn't tell Rico to click that camera on. He clicked that camera on. And he showed us all of this stuff. So if y'all want to help, go help Rico and go talk to him. Now, my thing is, I don't think it's going to do any good because we've been trying to tell Rico. We've been trying to tell Rico since DC Gate. Rico don't listen to nobody. So sometimes you got to find out the hard way. And unfortunately, a dog had to die for him to get it.
Yep.
Nobody ain't triggering nobody.
And he still don't want to hear what people say.
That dog was triggered. That dog was triggered when he gave that dog Tylenol 3 with codeine. How about that?
Yeah, I'm not mad at these people. Again, it's a show, but I just think that, y'all really need to be helping. This should be a turning point in his life. He sat there and bragged that he got the dog. He got the dog back, and he wanted to make that a big thing, and now he don't have the dog. That's sad.
Didn't even do right by the damn dog.
The dog had an ear infection. His stool had worms in it as well. Now, if the stool had worms in it, that means that the dog did not get his shots. And it means the dog don't have monthly Simparica Trio. Again, see, y'all are not helping him, but what you could have did is told the boy, hey, you got to get your dog shots. Your dog got to have Empirica Trio every month. That's what y'all could have been doing. But y'all want to sit up here and tell us that he triggered and stuff. No. But the host still wouldn't have listened to you all, even when you told us that. We were telling the people. I ain't saying nothing. I just sat in the clouds and look. The people was trying to tell Rico right, and Rico was cussing them out.
That's what I just said to Catherine. He was over there cussing people out, telling people don't tell him shit. He don't want to hear no advice. Send him a cash app or whatever he was saying about cash app.
He ain't too slow. He ain't too protected to know how to ask for money. Well, it is what it is. I don't care. You know what? We didn't make it worse for Rico. Rico made it worse for Rico. Rico should have never put the dog on. Like Rico should have never shown anybody that he got the dog back. But you can't tell that Thickums nothing because he know everything. So let him continue to know everything. I used to really feel sorry for Rico. My heart really used to go out for Rico, but Rico don't care about nobody but himself. And how he was acting so entitled, like he had millions of dollars up there talking to the doctor and all that. And I'm like, you don't even have no money. Always looking for a handout. I'm glad you got a job, but obviously the job is not doing enough for you that you can't even pay for the cremation. Y'all should be trying to help the boy to get a skill that can pay him some money. Go into plumbing, electrician, or HVAC so he can make over $20 an hour. But now y'all
Right.
ain't telling them that, because y'all, as long as he at that wage and living off the government and being a whole wreck, y'all like him. I guess it makes y'all feel better. But I think it's
They
sad.
would teach him, they would show him how to navigate through the system. He said he went up there to live off the government and to live free. He ain't even properly using the services. Teach him how to use the services.
Yeah, Cat, I'm not referring to you, Cat. No. I'm just talking in general, baby. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking in general.
He over there suffering in silence. Huh.
And I mean, let me say this. My heart went out for him. He was really crying. He was really distraught over that dog dying, because that dog was his support animal. That dog was his
Right.
support animal. So I'm not laughing about that situation.
Right.
But what I am not going to do is act like that he didn't have no part in this. And my thing is, you so busy worrying about other people, their rings and what they got going on, but you got a dying dog that you ain't even taking care of. You know, again, people's priorities are in the wrong place. So I hope he get it together. Yeah, I was surprised when he had 2 dogs. I'm like, Lord Jesus, you can barely
That's
feed
what
yourself.
I said. 2 dogs.
Oh
Had
my
them
God.
dogs up
And then
there
only
in
had
that
them
dog
2
cage.
dogs in one cage.
One dog couldn't hardly fit in the cage.
Well, let me say this. Okay, he's hurting real bad. Okay. If you hurting real bad, then this is not the time to get on YouTube. And I'm not trying to be funny, but the dog is dead. And the dog didn't have a chance. And maybe, hopefully, Rico will look inwardly and stop looking outwardly, because truly, Stomp Down, me, or anybody else didn't have anything to do with Rico and this dog and that dog's death. That all falls on the shoulder of Rico. And Rico needs to stop looking outwardly and start looking inwardly. I didn't feed the dog. I didn't give the dog a Tylenol. I did not give the dog a Benadryl. I didn't do that. Rico did that. I didn't know the dog was sick and boo-booing blood, but
Right.
Rico did. So that's Rico's responsibility. So instead of y'all up here giving this pity party, it's time to now give accountability, because a dog is dead because you didn't do what you needed to do. A dog is dead because you up here playing games. You don't really need another animal until you can fully take care of yourself. That's the truth. That ain't ugliness. That's real.
That's what I said. He couldn't even provide the basics, just the basic necessities. He didn't need a dog. He couldn't hardly provide for himself. He didn't even have food in the damn
Baby,
refrigerator.
I don't know how a 65-pound dog fits in the freezer. But for the mere fact that he said he was going to put the dog in the freezer and was serious about it was enough for me. That was enough for me to say something ain't right. I mean, y'all, but look, y'all play these games.
Yeah, well said.
Yeah.
These people want to play these coddling games with these people and want you to be easy on them, but they ain't easy on their damn self. Like, come on, they ain't easy on their damn self.
Well, all I know is the dog is dead, and I think, and this is the sad part about it. You did all of that to get the dog back. I got the dog, and now you don't have the dog because you didn't even take care of the dog. And the sad part about it is, again, I'm going to say this, and I don't care who gets mad about it. The dog would have still been alive had that dog been at that shelter, because the people at the shelter was going to feed it, and they were going to make sure that the dog was taken care of. I just, it's sad. It's sad that the dog had to end his life like this, and it's sad. So you can say whatever you want to.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me, Jay Wilson. That's really all I wanted to say. These people need to stop that stuff.
that dog gonna do?
Don't
That
nobody
dog
owe
can't do
Rico
that.
nothing. That's the only thing
So
I feel
y'all,
sorry for is the dog.
yeah.
But
So
thanks for having
think
me,
about
Fred
that.
Wilson.
Rico may be going through grief, but Rico'll see another day. That dog ain't gonna see another day. The dog is gone. The dog ain't here no more. Ladies, I gotta go because we getting ready to go see Dream Girls. They doing a play, so I'm going to see Dream Girls the play. But thank y'all for coming on. I appreciate you, Catherine. I appreciate all of y'all.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.